Even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
Star Trader Paulus, just subscribe. He's obviously not in the chat right now, but thanks. Hey, Montel Bradley, how's it going, man? Everything alright with you? It's a man? No, you know. Could be better, could be worse. I mean, yeah, I guess I would say that I'm slightly above man. You know? Because, you know, recent Kratos Conundrums is currently still doing, you know, pretty well. And, you know, I read all the comments, of course, and you know, some weren't, yeah. Somewhere I was like, come on now. And I fully expected it, but still for some reason I was like, eh. You know, but yeah, I'll live. Gotta be careful not to, you know, end up starting any kind of like argument in the comment section. Hey, Star Trader Paulus. You just subscribed to me, man. Thanks. I didn't think you were in the chat, but there you are. Love to create a review. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the support. And the subscription. Keep the good job. I'll try, man. I'll try my very best. I expected something different. No. I got exactly what I expected, actually. But it was just, I don't know, even though I expected it, it was just kind of, you know, like, still kind of affected me somewhat. I don't know why, but yeah. It seems most people did enjoy it, though. Seems the vast majority enjoyed it. So far, I haven't seen a downvote, so that's okay. That's cool. Anyway, gotta keep going with this. Hey, my copyright, how's it going, man? Yeah, not first, but that's okay. And Armando, how's it going with you, man? How's it going? Watching here from time to time before sleeping without subscription. I love deep philosophy videos. Me too, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for the subscription. I think I have a lot of people to watch my videos but don't subscribe, which is alright. I mean, obviously I prefer a subscription, but yeah, if I had to choose one or the other, I'd rather have people watch the videos. Yeah, it is kind of scary, isn't it, Montel?
Yes.
It is.
Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you? Anything else? Alright. Ask.
Let's get this out of the way.
Does it matter? What do you wish to eat?
Sorry about that.
Take what strength you may steal from me. That is all I need be to you. In you all my hopes.
That's interesting. I didn't know she, yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to lower the audio. But yeah, that's interesting. I never heard her say that before. It seems... Let's try that again. She only says that when I'm on the dark side, huh?
Yes. Then
Then ask and I will do my best to answer. Why is she saying that? I thought...
does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher.
And that is enough.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did,
You saw an
I
ad
brought
about a
equal
fat woman
harm
saying
upon the
no
galaxy?
labels?
That perhaps what the greatest
What,
of the Sith
labels?
Lords knew of evil they learned from
Labels?
me? What would it matter now?
Okay.
There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
Labels like fat, I guess. I mean, label, yeah. Label, description, you know.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread.
Oh man, my copyright. I don't know if you thought about using like
To be united by
maybe not sleeping pills exactly, but there is something. I don't know what it was, but an ex-girlfriend of mine used to take something. It wasn't exactly sleeping pills, but something that like would help her sleep. Was intended to help you sleep. I don't remember what it was though.
disagreements, ambition,
She's not fat. She's just a bit chubby.
and hunger for power.
I guess chubby can be a label. I mean, chubby is a label, I said.
There are techniques within the Force against which there is
Melatonin, yes, Montel Brady. There it is. Melatonin. That's what it's called. You know, to help you sleep. It's just, I remember she had a hard time falling asleep while I didn't. And she would actually get kind of upset
cast down,
at me because I would fall asleep while she's still awake.
suffered indignity, and fell into dark.
Sometimes she'd wake me up.
Take what strength you may
Steal
steal
from me.
That is all I need be to you. In you all my hopes rest
Right.
for the future, for the Force. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists.
What? It was trying to sell perfume?
And apprentice.
I mean, that's not gonna help you lose weight. I guess maybe, I don't know, feel better about yourself. Feel more comfortable, I should say. Okay. I watch Hearthstone streams on my phone to sleep. Works like a... Oh, he pulled out a sword. Ah, he threw it away. But, yeah. Are you saying because you think Hearthstone is boring? Or is it just
I
soothing?
will answer.
No interest at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel
I know her, yeah. What do you mean?
because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger.
Unless you
the spoken
overdose
judgments, the lack of
on...
forgiveness.
Was it, yeah, melatonin? Huh. I don't know, what was it that... I mean, I remember one time I had a hard time falling asleep, and one day I found myself having to run to catch the tram, and I mean, I'm really out of shape. I was exhausted, and because wow, it keeps hitting him. Because of that run, because I expended all that energy that night, I ended up sleeping like a baby. I sleep great, but these days I haven't been sleeping well. I keep waking up, and I think I should start working out again. But man, who has the time?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions.
It's the heat.
One quickly learns
Oh,
that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers.
oh,
If you are to
Christ.
truly understand,
Do you have like a?
you need the
Do you have
contrast.
any? I mean, you said you had air conditioning, but
That
huh?
is why Atris and the
Yeah,
others
I've been there.
blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
As a Sith student or a dark side student?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer.
Huh?
Yes. Have you? Ah,
I thought I increased influence to 100.
perhaps. I think it is fair to say that few did.
Hmm.
Revan had a mother and father, parents, ancestors, like all Jedi do, and when she awakened to her potential, I was there to see it. But where she was born, where she came from, I do not know, any more than I know where she walks now. Some said that Revan was born in the outer regions, beyond the Rim, and that's what called to her during the Mandalorian Wars. And after, it was the call of home.
Hmm.
I know more, but it may not be enough for the answers you seek. Fall. Already you presume much. You were there at Malachor. Revan's choices were always her own. It was not teaching or circumstance or example. It was her.
Hmm.
Is that what she was? Or was she always true to herself, no matter what personality she wore? And there is something that the Council may never understand, that perhaps Revan never fell. The difference between a fall and a sacrifice is sometimes difficult, but I feel that Revan understood that difference more than anyone knew. The galaxy would have fallen if Revan had not gone to war. Perhaps she became the Dark Lord out of necessity, to prevent a greater evil. I do not believe the Jedi Council changed Revan as they claimed. They merely stripped away the surface and allowed the true self to emerge again, someone who was willing to wage war to save others. But that is my belief, since I knew Revan from long ago, as a master knows their apprentice.
You trained, huh?
She came to me, yes, both before and after. Before Revan, and after, in the times when Revan was coming into her own and learning she was more than she had been told. At one time, Revan was my Padawan, in times past, long ago. But Revan, when she had learned all she could, had other masters, that fool Jar and other Jedi on other planets. She learned from each, but in the end, she turned good to me when she realized there was nothing more to be learned from the Jedi, except how one could leave them forever.
As long as the streamer doesn't stream with bad RNG. You stream with bad RNG? I don't know much about Hearthstone. I wouldn't know. You stream with bad RNGesus. Huh. Do cold showers and meditate. I mean, I'll consider the meditation. The cold showers isn't happening though.
Revan was power. It was like staring into the heart of the Force. Even then you could see the Jedi she would slay etched on her soul.
Oh, you see me look at me?
You are different. When I look at you, it is like staring at the death of the
Death of the Force. My.
I know. Revan.
Right. Did all that. Alright. Nice. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, Mark Train.
But you do not.
Listen, yeah, well, I'm listening now, baby. Mark Train, how's it going, man? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Good to see you up on the stream again. Yeah, I know, right? I'm feeling better than I was yesterday. But I am watching the eSports today, though. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to tweet out that I was streaming again. But every time I see you, I'm reminded of that now. Mm. But again, man, thank you very much. What the? Oh, right. Hold on. I think I... Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. Alright then.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Either change my AC or don't know, find a way to change the motor fan or something to make it more powerful.
Ask.
Okay, we did this, we did Atris, we did Reverend, mention.
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me.
Hey, Vladimir Delta, how's it going, man? Or to them. You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are
How's the playthrough going? I mean, so far so good.
can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life.
Hey, thanks, Mark Train.
Sensing such things is difficult.
Thanks for the tweet, man. Hey, if you guys can, find Mark Train's tweet and like it. That'd be nice, you know, just so maybe more people will see it. That'd be great. No pressure, though. Barrack McReady. I haven't seen you around here before, man. Welcome. How's it going with you? How's it swinging? What's cooking? How's tricks? Love that last video you posted on Creators Conundrums. Thanks, man. It does seem to be getting a pretty good reception. But thanks, man. Thanks for the support. Do you use that technique on me?
No.
No, but if you did, you would never know. So you're just gonna have to trust me.
Carry as much worth as you believe them to.
Yeah.
But perhaps you will understand this. That perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions
Uncloaked.
It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you believe her? When do you think she's using like a cloaking ability, maybe just a little bit here and there on the exile? Or do you believe her wholeheartedly when she says that it's important to her that she sees Kreia good and bad? Lying to me.
Then you are learning quickly.
Distrust is an effective shield and should be carried always. You believe her?
Have you come with questions?
I tend to believe her in that area as well. That particular area,
Ask, and I will answer.
I think it is important to her. Yeah.
I know of them, yes, and how much like beasts they
They
have become.
become
Combined, united against the Jedi, they command
and
legions of
legions.
Sith. But above these legions, there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance.
Despite
The
being an
other
effective manipulator, she's more honest than she's not.
consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own.
Yeah, manipulation doesn't
Last is a creature
depend
of
on
faith,
lies.
for without such things
You can use honesty and truth to manipulate people. People do that all the time. Press X to doubt. Hey, Frau Change, how's it going, man? Nice to see you here again. Yep, that didn't work. Hmm. Yeah, tell me about the painful one.
Of pain, he has learned much.
Mm-hmm.
Of knowledge, of teaching.
He knows nothing.
Like the others, he
He
was
was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian Wars.
He exists solely to spread his pain to all Jedi
Everywhere. And one consumed by hunger, the crack addict.
The less said of that one, the better. Even a stray thought may draw him, and it is possible that he cannot be defeated. He is one who has learned the greatest of the Sith teachings, and it enslaved him. Until you are ready, we must not seek him out.
And the betrayer.
Even now, she is difficult to see.
Yeah, I bet.
She must remain hidden for now until the time is right.
The best place to hide is right underneath someone else's nose.
In this, you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will be over before it has begun.
That's something the Joker did to Batman in Arkham City. He was like, how do you hide something from the world's greatest detective? You put it right underneath his nose.
Ask. And
I'm gonna take care of talents and skills now, I guess. Hold on. Alright, let's go talk to somebody else. No. Oh my god, what the? Oh, damn it. HK. After that whole cutscene, get your bitch ass up. There you go.
Master, I must say it is a pleasure to be working side by side with you.
In fact, hold on. I should get a screenshot of this. There we go. Now then, get up.
Statement. Master, I must say it is a pleasure to be working side by side with you.
The bees start crawling into your room. That's great to hear, fellow changeling. Did you get stung any?
Statement. Just when I believe my photoreceptors have recorded the
On the
last
left, that you
potential
can manipulate
prospect of your
people just by
cruise
saying,
record.
well, to be honest, and then whatever you want to manipulate them. Even if you're not honest, it works so well because it fools them. It tends to do that, yeah. It can do that.
Poisoning all you touch with your presence. You are a testament to all organic meat bags everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Why isn't this working? What's funny, there are a few opportunities where I think Calmar
I'm not here to entertain you, droid.
Yeah. And Kevin's ready for that DI.
Flattery. It is not mere entertainment, Master. It is art. Statement. I have already learned a great deal, Master. And I am anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocents.
Yeah. Alright, bye. More dark side points, huh? Well, Sonny don't need more. Level 3 Sith Lord, yes. You did not get stung. Good job, man. So, Protocol 10! Woo! Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch! Joker is voiced by Raiden. What? Man. I remember, man. I remember in it was the first Arkham Asylum, and it was pretty early in the game, and Joker tells Batman something that's so fucking like, man, Batman must have like the willpower of a fucking saint, because he goes, what was it? He's trying to tell Batman something. It's like, if you get through this, I'll give you a prize. Hell, I might even give you Harley. It looks like you could use a new sidekick. And I'm like, that son of a bitch. After he just crippled Barbara Gordon and beat the shit out of Jason Todd, who was quote unquote dead at the time. And this motherfucker is wow, man. Wow. I mean, yeah, it's the Joker, so I mean, what do you expect? I'm like, damn.
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Are you hearing Smash Bros in the background? Yes, you are. I'm watching Shine 2019. Right now we got Real Beat, a Peach player, going up against Kakono, Mart player. Full stocks, 0-0. Game just started. No, match just started. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the questions. Oh.
You wish to conduct an interrogation? Very well. Proceed.
Yeah, Hugo Strange's best plan. It would be cool to see the clothes become corrupted like in Infamous, where they were covered in blood or lose color as a result of the dark. Imagine your Jedi robes becoming dark in KoTOR 3. Well, no, I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense. Unless the game only gives you one set of robes, the way, like you can't, like they remove RPG elements to the point where it's like, I don't think you're gonna be able to switch items in Jedi Fallen Order. So if you can go dark side in that game, which I highly doubt you can, then yeah, put that in. Otherwise, you just change your robes. Mark Hamill was scared to voice the Joker was in Return of the Joker? Really? Why was he scared? Your money's on Mart? Why Mart? Peach is winning, man. Peach is fucked up. Peach's down smash is devastating. And one of the best players of all time, Armada, used to use Peach. I don't know. I'll ask questions without torturing you.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point.
Right.
Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself.
Stonks.
I would be saddened if you held back.
Oh, stonks. I don't think I've ever heard of stuff. Man, I don't know what's going on with me, man. I mean, I think memes are just like fads and shit are just going by me. Like the other, when did I was talking to my brother? He was confused too. When did dabbing became a thing? One day I just woke up and there was this dab thing that people were sometimes doing. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? It was just there and everyone knew about it but me.
Behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems.
Kirby is the most terrifying character of all. Not really. In Smash Melee, he's considered trash tier. There's no point in even trying to use him. But I mean, I guess I know what you mean. He just, he sucks. The strat being that they would suck and then jump off the side and just, suicide with both of you. Or spit you out at the last moment and, he's a floaty character, so he just kind of, just kind of, floats up. Yes, more questions. I'm trying to get Sith hunting us here.
No, Master, I do not. I am afraid I have been out of touch with the Sith for many years.
Metal Gear Solid 2 memes.
New Sith
What, is that where dabbing came from?
different
Dabbing was
from the
something
ones I was familiar
autists
with.
must have come up with.
To favor stealth.
I don't know, man. I'm on the spectrum. I don't think I'd ever come up with something like that. But eventually something else is gonna come along.
Answer. No, Master. The Sith have
Welcome to the internet. You may just wake up one day and next thing you know some shit is popular. It's popular.
Theory. It is possible that the Sith,
Hey, Brazzy the Gamer, how's it going, man? Nice to see you again.
if not several,
How's it going with you?
but I would not worry, Master. I imagine it will not be long before their murderous hands try to seize you by the throat.
Yeah, exactly. I bet.
Metaphor.
Twi'lek metaphor. All right, I remember this. It seems like they're attracted to you like crack beetles during the bright land seasons. Yeah. Well.
Master, excuse me. One thing I have noticed as we travel the galaxy,
Uh-huh.
you seem to possess the ability to understand a variety of alien languages.
Yeah.
But that does not seem in keeping with my assessment of your talents.
Yeah, that was in the translator.
Query. May I see it?
Why?
Answer. Because it seems to know all the languages.
You're doing good, Brazzy?
And I am
Sweet, man. Nice to hear.
superiority and inferiority both at once.
Alright, here you go.
Observation. This is indeed familiar.
Huh.
Indeed, it seems to be modeled after my vocabulator, with some modifications, of course.
Really could be a horror villain?
You say you obtained
Really could be a horror villain? Dude, well, I mean, you've played Super Metroid, right? He was a horror villain for like, maybe like, 10 minutes in that opening sequence. Ah! Ah! And, those eyes pop up first and then he shows up. That's fucked up, man. That whole sequence fucked me up as a kid. Great opening to the game, though. But yeah, Ridley definitely could be and has been a horror villain. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Well, tell me.
observation. Master,
That's a great... man, as far as I'm concerned, Super Metroid
including tracking your
is the best game ever released on the Super Nintendo. Bar none. That's top quality. That's top shelf. Toppest of shelf. Love that game. That was a horrifying scream right there. Oh, Ridley? Yeah. Ah! Ah! Actually, it sounded more like a I don't know, like a baby pterodactyl right there or something. I don't know. Screw it. Lots of people on this channel, on the spectrum. Yeah, Farrell, I think, was telling me how people almost subconsciously kind of like swarm in to, yeah, to like-minded individuals.
We would need to find 3 separate
How to get viewers? Stream on a game that is almost never streamed, so people have no choice. Oh, you mean like because I'm the only game in town streaming KoTOR 2? That's not true though. I've seen some other guys. I don't know if there's anybody online right now, but they're out there. They're out there. They're few and far between. This is true. I'm probably the most currently the most
Master, the nature of the signal sonic imprints
frequent streamer of KoTOR 2.
until it is signaled. It does not please me any more than it does you. But one of the primary traits of an assassin or assassin droid is patience.
Patience, yes. Well, this is an insult here in Romania. It rolls off the tongue nicely. You use autist as an insult? Oh, well. People on the internet do that all the time, though. I mean, I wasn't offended. But, I don't know, man. Words like that do eventually become offensive. Like a retard, for example. You can't really see a retard right now, but I know I'm saying it now. Please don't demonetize me. I'm using it as an example, for educational purposes. You can't really say that anymore. So then, you know, they come up with a new word that's acceptable, but then that word will most likely eventually also start to be used as you know, a derogatory term, and then they have to come up with a new word because you can't use that old word anymore, and you never know, they might end up going to an even older word to use that instead.
Statement. Master, before you go, I had a question for you.
Huh? What's the problem? Go ahead.
Query. I must express some degree of confusion concerning your actions.
You sound like Michael
In
Jackson.
the Mandalorian Wars, are you not?
Oh! Yeah, no. It's like, oh, I was thinking back in the, like, that Family Guy clip where he's just saying, just keeps beating the crap out of his crotch. Yeah, exactly. Michael Jackson, I mean, people say he's a castrado, where, you know, they clipped his nuts off. That was, I mean, that was the rumor. I don't know. That's why he was able to keep that high voice. Billie Jean, not my love. Oh, yeah, what?
Observation. Well, Master, I was not at Malachor 5 during your near
Genocidal reaction, yes.
threat, but I feel that I
Super Metroid is half of the definition of Metroidvania. Yes, it is. Of course, it's good. Kike? Kike, I haven't seen you around there before, man. Welcome. Nice to see you here. How's it going? How's it swinging? I just wish KoTOR had even more mods available. Even more? I mean, well, the potential to improve the game is astounding. Man, if only Blue Notme was here to hear you say that. He's another viewer that he'd talk your ear off about mods and how many stuff they've restored.
Observation. I believe that Revan determined that mass slaughter on such a scale may no longer be needed to achieve her aim.
You missed the days when people didn't get offended over everything?
Responsible for my creation.
I don't know if that's the case. I think maybe it's always been the case, but it's only in this day and age that we actually hear about them. You know, I think there's always been people who have been offended to that. There's been people that offended this, that, blah, blah, blah. But because, you know, everybody's different. But only now has there been such an ability for mass communication that, you know, people are able to express these feelings. That's what I think. Or just as a possibility.
Even as a metaphor, that idea is repugnant.
Oh, you didn't miss much, bro. I don't think.
Driven meatbag, while I am of superior droid construction. Clarification.
So Vladimir, yeah, he covered what I just said. It doesn't sound right in an American accent, so it's rarely said out loud here, but said quite often. Wait, where are we going? Is it over here? Wait, what are we talking about? What are you talking about, Bridge the Game?
Answer. No, Master. I was constructed shortly after the beginning of the Jedi Civil War.
I've burned through so many mods. I've played so many mods out there. I guess I played the game way too much. Maybe. Yeah. But you want more? Shit. I mean, I remember Dashstar was asking the other day on Twitter. Would you support a remake of KoTOR? Would you support a remaster of KoTOR? No, obviously, you know, I guess I'll be on board, but I'll be more cautious of the remake than I would be the remaster.
Answer. Well, Master, unless you were operating on my central control cluster, I would be somewhat hesitant to discuss my targets. But I suppose.
Do I have Assassin's Creed 2? Yes, I do. I do own Assassin's Creed 2.
I was responsible for certain strategic targets. For some reason, Revan
I think
did not
Assassin's
feel
Creed
that
2 is
presented much of a military threat.
what the hell? They're
I
roasting
am somewhat unclear
Bobby
as to why
Scar?
this was so,
Oh
but
shit.
Revan did have a
That
certain
makes
biological instinct regarding such things, so
yeah,
I
I
simply
think
say they would
Assassin's
probably
Creed 2 is
be
still
such
a
an assessment.
masterclass of how to do a proper sequel. Like how to make a proper sequel to a game.
Answer. Revan felt the true war was against the Jedi. Observation. It was not something discussed with much of the others, but I think Revan recognized that a single Jedi, both in the past and in the present, could turn the tide.
Yeah, Kike, the big problem I have is EA games. It's Electronic Arts. That's what I'm main worried about, because they're gonna make a remake or a remaster. It's gonna be Electronic Arts, and I mean, shit. They're a bunch of fucking amateurs. But I mean, people are gonna be. I mean, they're gonna end up, I don't know, selling like quote unquote restored content at a premium or some shit. Or maybe you have to open the right loot box to get this specific crayon line. I don't know. It's open.
Answer. Revan saw the pressures of war on Duxon and knew that
After
even in
this
the
stream,
conflict,
can you
Jedi
stream it?
could be broken.
After this stream, can I stream Assassin's Creed 2? No, I can't. I'd have to download and install it. And I can't, because when I'm downloading a game, I can't do anything else really. I can't watch this melee event I got going, for example. But if you want me to stream it on another day for a little while, I could set it up, sure. In fact, hey, yeah, you still here? Vladimir Delta. Yeah, Vladimir Delta wanted to watch me play a quick game of Supreme Commander. Yeah, Supreme Commander real quick, and I could do that if you guys aren't worried about it. Might take like, I don't know, 10-20 minutes. So yeah, I was gonna do that.
Observation. Master.
That was a lesson on Malachor.
Observation.
Okay. Right.
Request. First month.
How to kill Jedi. So like,
Recitation.
weapon selection is critical. Yes. I don't think it's gonna be anything different about
Answer. Cautionary.
Against enemies to protect yourself, given the bonus experience conditions.
Jedi likes.
They are tricky little pests. Yes.
Answer.
Meatbag assassins.
Answer. Statement. But
What do you mean?
answer.
Psychological warfare is very, yes, effective against Jedi. Like, do you guys remember when in the Clone Wars TV show from 2003 by Johnny Tartakovsky, when Grievous is training with Dooku, Dooku tells him basically how you should engage a Jedi. He's like, you need fear, surprise, and intimidation on your side. You need to break them before engaging them. That's how you can win against the best of the Jedi. Same thing.
Answer. Why, she said you had such capability, Master. But it would be
He
your
is a
downfall
disappointment, yeah.
to tie so much of yourself into others. If they suffer or die, then you would die as well. Observation. I think Revan
Pity to your master. It was very insulting.
if I may say so.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is called, Master, it seems to be quite a vulnerability. Revan even admitted as such.
Yes.
When a Jedi or any soldier suffers doubt,
The stage
it
in the background.
weakens them.
Stage in the background.
Jedi, however, it is more
Donkey Kong.
pronounced.
Donkey Kong Country, man. Another game. Another one that, like,
That's why Revan felt that
easily top 10, probably top 5 of the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong Country.
Version 2.
We're waiting on Facial's opponent.
Assessment. When faced with a continuous series of
Blood Munch, how's it going, man?
detected a significant statistical
I guess you're coming over from Twitch. Blood Munches of Oats, ladies and
the
gentlemen.
Jedi Code.
Welcome, man, welcome.
In principles brought
Do
about
you,
by
like Battlefield,
conditions
do you think that there would be been less backlash or less Jedi Luke if the movie showed Luke expressing the same or similar reasoning as Kreia when it comes to disliking the Force?
Mandalorian wars were to beat the Mandalorians.
I think
So, to allow Revan to build the
I think there would have been less of a backlash against Luke. Kind of, yeah, in that sense of like if he just wasn't being like completely apathetic and was just like, go away, I'm just waiting here until the day I die. If he was more like, this happened, this is a problem, I need to find a solution to it, and the solution involved me coming here, then yeah, I think people would be a lot more warm to him. Even if his solution was, I need to kill the fuck out of the Force. Or if he had a different solution, because apparently in Legends, he also came to the same conclusion as Kreia, that the Force controls everything, and it doesn't really care about us, but he had a different way of dealing with it, a different idea of how to proceed. I love when Grievous was slaughtering those Jedi, it was so satisfying. Shakti. I like Shakti though.
But I am
Surprised you've not already arrived at this conclusion.
surely the
You see something similar about how to kill Jedi since he was in this business? Yes, he did. He was one of the meatbag assassins that HK47 is talking about. The desire to be around others ever again. Alright, bye.
statement. Yes, Master. I must confess, I enjoy it when you are so authoritative and dismissive toward me. It bodes
A
well
new Vegas mod that takes place in the worst ending with a second apocalypse and oh, you're talking about Dust. Yeah. Because those were Kreia's ideas, but because it would have been good writing. Internet just came back. Hey, Foul Change, nice to have you back, man. And then he dies from nothing. What a way for the hero of the galaxy to go. A hero. Never deconstruct a franchise with a sequel if it turns out to be insulting. KoTOR 2, 1, Last Jedi, 0. Should we? No, let's keep going. Who else is there right now? Right now we got this bitch. Facades. You know what? Facades isn't going anywhere. Let's go to Onderon. Wait a minute, D3M4. Something I should do with him, no?
And I've actually won some, won some sets, regionals or locals. Pocket Captain Falcon, man. Interesting. And just like,
How did you get here?
Alright, so.
Yeah, that one's super good because especially on FD, like Falcon can get away from you in one jump. Like,
So answers.
And he can be on you in one jump.
exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, I learned the game at Mark Falcon and then Icy's Falcon.
Yeah.
So I know.
And play the message. So.
There's not much time. I've seen that expression on her face before. Now, I don't know where she's planning on going, but it's dangerous. She's going to leave without telling me. I don't know why, but there's a chance that she'll take it. If she does, I need you to watch out for her. She's strong, but she can't face everything alone. Do what you can, D3. If she doesn't make it back, then I need you to come back, find help. If not me, then other Jedi, the Republic. I can't lose her, even if she wants to be lost.
Well, I gotta make a video about that.
I don't know who he is, but he's like the supervisor TO. Like, he came over to all the pools.
Never found that before.
Yeah, see, he getting the manager out. Y'all better, saying better come on.
Yeah, Tuesday is coming on. I think he's actually behind us this whole time.
He switched his clothes.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll come back to that.
One other thing, maybe that was yesterday. But just saying, always trying to bleed, man.
Okay. Oh, right. Go ahead and delete this. To Underon. Well, Dachshund actually. There we go. There we go. They remade Spaceballs into being a Star Wars story with Tag and Bing. Or they just make a new Spaceballs as a parody of The Last Jedi. I'm not sure I understand your question, Brassy the Gamer. Do I have stream? Oh, do I have Steam? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not dyslexic, but yeah, yeah, I'm playing this game off Steam. This game destroyed any trust I had in T3. Why is that? You never knew Chris Avalon wrote New Vegas?
Looks like there's a long line to get into the ISIS starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your
Saying that Vegas wasn't apocalyptic enough. Makes sense.
We've
Yeah.
taken some hits.
Awful.
I can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
I mean, this is the one and only time in the game that I know of that we ever get to use the turrets, and since we're on the dark side anyway, kill some fuckers. Like this, a bitch. Shooting at random. There we go.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we've got to land now. I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon.
Alright, fine. Alan looks like a meth head. The faces of meth, yeah. If you're in. So just Death Sticks were invented by a dark side cult called the Bando Gora. Why? It was just an effort for them to get high? Or some sort of ritual or something?
You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky. I remember the days when welcoming
Sky
used to mean something, not being followed by blaster bolts.
Ship added damage.
Little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being
Star Wars lore, some of the craziest stuff. I mean, yeah, which lore, like, which universe do you think has, like, the weirdest, most craziest lore? Like, we got Star Wars, we got, I mean, what about Warhammer 40k? The Warp. Fucked up is that? Fucking going back in time and they're like, hey, you guys aren't supposed to be alive. Kill them! Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what? Wipe out all life on that planet for the giggles. We got Star Trek. Ico. That game that launch title for the PlayStation 2?
Well, the space battle's still going on overhead. Since they were so eager to use our hull for target practice, I doubt they're just gonna forget us. No, I don't like it. Onderon is about as far from the core as you can get and still be in the Republic. But even out here, the locals have heard of us. We're lucky I was able to find this place to land. Looks like something has cleared away the jungle.
Games Workshop. The Mandragora wanted to mind control their victims into sacrificing themselves to their god, Typhoon Gem. It was repurposed into a narcotic after Jango Fett killed their Dark Jedi lead. Excuse me. Leader. Huh. Okay.
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon.
Huh.
Not sure which one.
How many moons does Onderon have? I forget.
Pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around.
Elder Scrolls has an insane lore. Yeah, I forgot about Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I mean, with all those dragon breaks, the Numidian, and what else? Dragon break. They said, what else was a dragon break? The Nerevarine. Apparently, that was a dragon break. They're like, nah, they betrayed them. No, they didn't. He died of natural causes. No, he didn't. But whatever the fuck.
Much is buried here, and there is
Point is, he died.
remain buried.
Point is, he died and they became false gods. That we know for sure. And then they basically became superheroes to in Marvel. Yeah, they basically became superheroes. They went around lifting boulders and shit, you know, helping people out from time to time. And then they ended up turning on each other. And then Anamalexia killed Sota Sil. And then, I mean, yeah, if you were playing my Nerevarine, then yes, you took, the hell was his name? The other one, the one with the Vivek. You took his head off. Pompous ass. Vivek.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to
Can you
Onderon.
explain?
Sit tight.
This
There
master
may be
game.
a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should
I
just
call
go
Shadows of the
around.
Colossus and the Last Guardian. Yeah.
There is
Those are the same universe, huh?
Something? Oh, there's something.
Man, remember how long it took The Last Guardian? People lost hope. How long was that game in development? It was supposed to come out like PlayStation 3 and then that came and went.
Nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
I agree. Going off alone is just asking for trouble, especially when there's no more reason for it other than a cryptic whim. No offense.
If we hope to get to Onderon and leave this moon, then we need to explore this place. We landed here for a reason, I'm certain of it.
You know, what was that? It was Super Mario Brothers 2, which originally wasn't a Super Mario Brothers game at all. It was something else, but when they brought it to the West, they repurposed it into a Super Mario game so it would sell, basically. But yeah, I remember finishing that, and then me and my brother were like, it was all a dream. Bullshit. But it was also a play. It was also basically it was basically a stage play. Yeah. Dragon Breaks kind of makes the lore a cohesive mess. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they had to figure out something to explain, you know, in the next game what kind of, sort of, not really happened based on player choices in the previous game. I mean, they had to come up with something, and their explanation was Dragon Break.
Well, if you go, be
So I mean, yeah, it kind of, you know,
I have a
it did some shit, but
not be repaired until our business
had to happen, you know.
do I make myself.
Only time the It's All a Dream works is with
What's so important?
Azathoth.
This is where the Mandalorian
As a
first
thought.
began. She fought here once, and there are things here she must see.
She fought.
Read Fallout was crossover. Call it the Elder Scrolls of Fallout. No. That's how they never did
Or are there
that.
some you wish to forget?
Where's Half-Life 3? It's at my house. Yes, the end of the dream could be apocalypse, so it's not that bad. What I mean, hey man, maybe once Elder Scrolls 6 comes along, we'll find out that, like, I don't know, Elder Scrolls 5 was also maybe some sort of Dragon Break. Maybe a Dragon Break occurred the moment you use the Elder Scroll. And that's when, you know, whatever happened, you know, yeah, kind of, you know, yeah. That's when the Dragon Break happened. That's when the dragon broke. That's my phone. What do we got? Another YouTube comment. There is no darkness, only an absence of light. I've heard that quote somewhere before. I can't remember where right now though. Dark Sith before the Eternal Empire. In fact, hold on. Right, Atlan isn't coming with us. Into the jungle we go. We're taking HK-47. And there you go. I'm gonna laugh if the Stormcloaks won. Oh man. The X-Men cinematic universe has no consistency whatsoever. The X-Men cinematic universe also effectively had a Dragon Break. I mean, especially since everything was officially reset after Days of Futures Past. Even though, man, Days of Futures Past was a fucking kick-ass movie, man. I'm not gonna lie. Love that movie. I thought it was great. Oh, here we go. Did Chris Avalon and anyone ever reveal details about the story of KoTOR 3? Yes, they did. They did say some stuff about it. That you were supposed to go into the unknown regions and find like whole swaths of the galaxy that had been affected by powerful Sith Lords.
It is like being buried alive until it seems you will never breathe again.
Bet you the Skyrim Civil War will be unresolved in Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe, or they could jump ahead another 200 years.
If you dare voice your opinions again, Iridonia, you will forget yourself
for a time.
Return to your machine.
You will forget yourself for a time? Oh, he's gonna fuck with his head?
Time to die, it will be enough.
It's supposed to be a KoTOR 2, then while we give it things. I mean, we spoke about the... Yeah, the articles I read about KoTOR 3 on yeah, you can find it in the live stream playlist where it has an appropriately titled title where we spoke about the KoTOR 3 articles and such. Hey, Ancient George, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you around there in a while. Welcome back, man.
Sometimes I wonder if you are right, but at other times, I feel there is something more.
At least in Soto, you can be a light side Sith, which is hella interesting to me. It is to me too. Yeah. The most important character in the Sith is light sided.
Yes, these dead worlds, they
you kind of want a Mandalorian video game, Red Dead Mandalorian. That'd be pretty cool.
Sometimes I feel as if they are all connected in some other way. The attacks on KoTOR.
We just have to settle with the show for now.
Decay on Dantooine.
I mean, man. As long as EA has the rights to the license, EA's got no fucking imagination.
Understand, and then it slips away.
Nothing, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, Beardu's still there?
So close.
I mean, EA's got no fucking imagination, man. There's so much you can do with Star Wars, and they know fuck all about what to do with it.
He's on the denim crew for sure. Yeah. You know what? I give credit, man. It's got nice little
No, I do not. I do think there is some greater plan at work here.
Well, just let go.
Dantooine is only one of the worlds.
Too bad you're too broke for Disney Plus. Yeah, me too. But hey, you never know, man. Maybe maybe one day, a truck is gonna come passing by our place and the series just kind of, falls onto the road, onto the street, onto the sidewalk or something. You never know. You never know. These trucks, man, they can be pretty resourceful. I thought motherfucker Adam was supposed to be back here. Where the hell is he? No, I didn't say anything about being a pirate. Vladimir. No, 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 no. There's no piracy happening here.
Did to you. She's dragging you.
Oh, for goodness sake.
All right. I tried.
Yeah, you tried and failed.
Look, I didn't want to say anything, but you forced my hand.
Really?
I've heard about the Force and what it does to people who can't control it.
Uh-huh.
Or themselves.
Yeah?
And it shows in everything you do. And in your face.
Really?
Look, all I'm saying is that there's a reason you're changing. That power is corrupting you. I can't help but feel it. All of us can.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that witch is doing to you, she's dragging you down into whatever hole she crawled out of.
Is that so?
Well, you're starting to get creases. Almost thought you were that old witch.
Vashon91 over on Twitch, man, says, man, this PC head looks like a spooky ghost. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Yes, indeed. All, you know, white as a sheet. You got anything else to say, Atten? Not a goddamn thing, dude. How's the repairs coming?
Repairs are coming along. Hope to have the Evan Hawk ready by the time you.
Do you have any interest in the Mandalorian show? I mean, I'm not feeling any shockwaves, but you know, I'm not popping any bonus over it. But when it comes out, I mean, I'll give it a shot. Sure, I'll give it a chance. Always worth giving something a chance. And then if I like it, all right. If I don't, then I'll just forget about it and pretend like it never happened. That's pretty much what I always do. What about a game about the use on phone? I mean, you're not playing as the use on phone, but I would think. But that's something you can do, but they're not going to though. There is the game Star Wars Bounty Hunter, but I think it's it's on GameCube, I think actually. Let's see now. Let's talk about this bitch. Yeah, only cares about money, which is ironic because a good Star Wars game would bring in tons of money, and yet, yeah, they get more and more trash because no, they're not producing. They're producing what, like, market statistics. You know, like, like, you know, what's the term for that they use, like, case studies or. You know, that kind of thing suggests would make money. They never have any passion behind it, and people can tell. It's just business. And so it ends up being the same case with the developers. This guy needs a gun. Sure. Level up. There we go. I've played a weird archaic design, but I like the story. Meant it for Pharaoh, but we just sing that song, right? No pirates here. No pirates here. Nothing of the sort. Good, upstanding citizens. Three-way war used on Vaughn, Mandalorians, and the Dark Sith. Total War Star Wars. Now, hey, Pharaoh Changeling. Now you're on. Yeah, man. Now we're talking. You see what I mean? If only Disney weren't so brain dead to have given exclusive rights to Star Wars to just one company, then we could talk about it. And a company that I mean, come on, man. EA's been sucking dick since the early 2000s. So no. They really should have known better. But they didn't though. But yeah, I mean, if Creative Assembly could get their hands on it, maybe, sure. Total Wars, Total War Star Wars, shit. Total Star Wars, damn it. It's like back when they made a Total War Warhammer. No, call it Total Warhammer. That kicks ass. That's metal. Total Warhammer, total Star Wars. Now we're talking. Repair this shit. Oops. There we go. Right then. What? I'm not even going to try it. Star Wars is pretty much dead to me. I don't know, man. Disney Star Wars ruined Star Wars for me. Luckily, I still have old games. I mean, yeah. If that's what you want to do, sure, go ahead. But I don't think. I mean, you never know. It could be a good show. It could be a good show on its own. You know, where if it was something else and it wasn't connected to Star Wars at all, then you might be like, this is a great show, but you're dismissing it because it is attached to Star Wars. But hey, I mean, if it's a good show, it's a good show. You never know. But like, you don't have to try it. All I'm saying is that I will. I might as well. I mean, at least one episode. Let's see now. What do we? Oh, might as well. And what else? There we go. Level 4 Sith Lord. Integrated assassination protocols activated. Total War Star Wars would take place during the early days of the Sith. More up close combat. Sounds like more like an expansion or something. The Great Hyperspace War. Hyperspace War, man. Also an idea. There we go. They made the Mortis thing canon, might as well bring in Abeloth too. They could bring in Abeloth if they wanted to, I think, but I mean, they could bring in the character, but the story behind it is gonna have to be changed. I just ran up.
Orbital fighting just ended. That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. Still working on the repairs.
Total War should have some alternative history and franchise games. Lord of the Rings, Elder Scrolls, Rakata, Wheel of Time. I'd go Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls would be nice. Total War Elder Scrolls, that'd be nice. You already know it's not going to be good? Ah, come on, man. Nobody knows anything. So let's be 100% honest. You never know. Also, it makes Total War Star Wars they get mostly ranged units. I've always wondered how they could translate the Total War formula to have the use of more ranged units. I think less units on screen. I think that would happen. More like there would be more tactics involved in the main game. They probably add like taking cover and such. Almost like it turns into like Company of Heroes when you get into a battle. That'd be nice, I think. To play as Abeloth? I don't know. Oh, the green screen. Abeloth caught a blaster bolt, flipped it around her tendril fingers, and threw it back at the shooter. Huh. But it really wouldn't be Total War anymore? I mean, not in the strictest of definitions, no, but it would still be a Total War franchise. You would still have the combination of grand strategy with, Real-time strategy.
Beautiful charge. I like that way more than wave shine. People wave shine that and I'm like, nah, bro.
I mean, Cad Bane could appear in the Mandalorian. He could, I guess. Now you die. Along with your brothers. There we go. Now I just sit back and enjoy the show. A Death Trooper or Red Harvest horror game would be nice. Arca Jets robes? Huh, okay. Yeah, the Death Troopers need they need more pimping, you know. They need to be shown to not be the useless fools that they've been shown to be up till now. Within everything that we've seen them in so far, I mean. Soldier. Rather, Kylo pulled an Avalon. Poor Greedo. Okay. Meet Mandalore. Let's go then.
You let the ship escape. I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally.
Ally, yes.
Indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be great if Disney were to put Legends aside for for people to use, but I don't think they will though.
For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was
I think they're too worried about people getting confused between Legends and canon, and they feel they'll lose money.
back to the other units. We will be decommissioned.
But yeah.
Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master. Systems failing, master.
HA47, are you with me? Shit. Let's try this. Yep, HA47 is not with me. Oh Christ. Let's try it again. Where the hell am I? Oh crap. Really?
You let the ship escape. I will deal with your failure later, Captain.
Yeah, this glitch is happening pretty often now. For some reason you can't fire. Yeah.
Failing, master.
There we go. He's back. I mean, of course, Disney wanted a fresh canvas, but I get it, but At the same time, I'm like, I don't think they need to completely, you know, annihilate the EU. I think they can still make money off of it. Especially since for all the people dissatisfied with the current canon, it's an ability for them to still make money off the people, off those people. People would still buy EU material. They won't though. Shame, really. White. I mean, I thought we were talking about the raccoon disease being, you know, the main like thing to use for like a a horror movie of that sort. Like, you know, he's infected, that kind of thing. I mean, or like The Thing. Have you guys ever seen The Thing? John Carpenter's The Thing. Mm-hmm. I have mine because it's trash one.
Okay. Very smart by PPU. He didn't push the issue. He got air dodge and then he came back. And at this point, all of it jabs.
As a last resort, if episode 9 fails, really? You think they keep the EU around like a break glass in case of emergencies type of situation? How are they gonna pull that off? You love that movie? What, John Carpenter's The Thing? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of understanding what they're able to do. Right. Keep it in that space. Because, right, like, Pete's really thriving.
You know what? No, I'm just gonna leave that one there. Speeding right through it anyway. How's it going on? Scores fantastic.
Hold it right there. We've got you somehow. I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't.
It's a shame that they could have done a good EU trilogy.
What are you doing here?
Could have, yeah.
Why does everyone except Mandalorian hold grudges after battle? We were both tested, and your side proved more formidable. We honor you for it. We're both veterans, and we can test each other again if we choose. But I have orders, so answer my question. Why are you here?
Mark's a little bit more. Sure, when he gets those dash attacks going, man, that's where it's really scary for Mark. Because then Mark has to, like...
If we were planning to attack you, then we would have opened fire as soon as you entered the clearing. You left yourself exposed on both sides, and you would have been little more than target practice for us. We have orders.
Is that so?
That's a setup that I've seen a lot. That's great. It's a double jump. Very effective to this one. He's on reaction mode. You see him.
No one enters the camp without an escort. Try it, and you'll have to get through us. We've got
Well,
orders to fight you.
first time for everything. Remake the sequel trilogy with the same actors but adapting Legends books. Huh. And call it New Legends or something. I don't know if they can do that, man. I mean, that's kind of a PR hit if they do that. Exactly. See how incompetent Disney would look. It'd be a pretty big PR hit. I don't know if they can really do that. Find me if you want, so I'm still going through.
Looks like there'll be bloodshed before the day is over after all. For the glory of Mandalore.
Indeed. Insanity. What the hell is this? Insanity, I said. Death Field. And then more Force Storm. hardy, aren't they?
Ratio and cheat.
Let me handle this.
Intimacy, ratio and cheat.
There we go. Dead and dead. They're remaking Lady and the Tramp. What the? Oh. Oh. Oh.
That is enough. Completely surrounded Jedi.
Like I care.
Now.
The game just forces it on you. They tend to do that. They're like, hey, people didn't like the prequels. Not because, you know, on the merits of the prequels, just because they were prequels.
Very slightly like missing, and I give a lot of credit to QQ on that.
Pew Pew U. Pew Pew U versus Real Pete. Another Peach versus Mart. This seems to be. I mean, I'm gonna assume this is winner's side, and this is the same Peach from earlier, Real Pete. So I'm guessing he won. But Pew Pew U is a much better Mart, I think.
That ends now. No more fighting in our camp. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. Mandalore is the name we give to our leader. Becoming Mandalore is the greatest honor any Mandalorian could aspire to.
Then let's completely redo episode 4
The most worthy
as
in this place. So even though your army
from 4 to 7.
it was only a matter of time.
Right. Wait. Episode 4? No. Episode 4 is A New Hope. Let's not do that. I pray Disney doesn't decide to remake the prequels. Huh. Would they really? Nah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. There are way too many people are gonna shit on them for it. Even the people who are already on their side now would shit on them because they're like, you're fucking around with George Lucas's vision and whatnot.
Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding.
I like that too. So
Many Mandalorians have fallen from the path of honor and are now no more than common mercenaries.
Most people saw nothing wrong with DFA, and the TOJ came around because of the nostalgia. When TOJ dropped, all the problems suddenly came to light. Yeah. I mean, remember, after Force Awakens came out, I mean, sure, there were people talking about how it's so similar to A New Hope, like Montel, like you're saying. I mean, it was uncanny, but still, there wasn't so many. For example, so many YouTube videos talking about how it's garbage. It was just it just kind of came and went, you know. But then after The Last Jedi, I mean, that's when people were just pissed, and to this day, people are still making analysis videos about how to fix this, how to fix that, why this is trash, why that is trash. To this day. To this day. To this day. Yeah.
This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex, we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last.
There was a rumor that the first draft of the TOJ script came in before TFA was conceived. Keyword being rumor. Huh.
Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret.
yeah,
Valkyrian. I don't know how Valkyrian died, but okay. For sure, why not?
Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment.
Episode 9 better be good. Yeah, it better be something, man, because, I mean, they cannot take another PR hit like The Last Jedi.
We train here and learn the lesson.
I mean, it's a lot of pressure right now, man. I'd hate to be the people running Disney right now, because they're like, if this movie isn't like fucking Oscar worthy, then what are we gonna do?
So it's transportation. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade.
2 years since, yeah.
Trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth. I don't travel with anyone I'm not sure of. You look capable, but ISIS can be a dangerous place. If you want to travel on my shuttle, I want to make sure you aren't going to be alone.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you're saying you hope it's bad so Kathleen Kennedy can be replaced, I think if it's bad, replacing Kathleen Kennedy is the least of of what they'll do. They might just shelve the entire franchise. They're like, I mean, at least we made our money back. You know, the money they used to buy the franchise. Then they're like, we might just shelve it for now. It's like they might just pull a Mass Effect on you. Just, you know, just put it on ice for now. We'll come back to it later. Maybe after the heat died down, you know. Maybe after people forgot a little bit. And then people won't get anything at all. That might be a good thing in the long run, but I mean, I don't know, for the people who are genuinely enjoying it right now, I'm like, that kind of sucks.
Figure it out yourself. Ask around. You can make yourself useful.
Wonder if they sell it back to Lucas as a result? No. You really think Lucas would have any interest in even buying it back though at this point? I think the man's like, you know, sipping Mai Tais and shit. He's like, bitch, I'm retired. I'm rich.
There is one thing. Before your ship landed, we were preparing some demolition work. All the activities.
Just had to pull off the Mass Effect band-aid. Yeah, I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? It's a good example. Man, wouldn't it be messed up? I don't want to jinx it or anything, but wouldn't it be messed up if EA gets so brain dead that one day they bring back Mass Effect as some sort of mobile game? Like exactly what they did with Command and Conquer. They were like, hey, check it out, it's Command and Conquer. Bitch, what are you doing to yourself? Nobody who plays, no Command and Conquer fan plays mobile games. What are you doing? What are you doing? That was the most brain dead move they could have made. All they had to do, because I mean, they played that game at E3. It didn't even look like a bad game for a mobile game. It looked like a pretty decent game that you could play with once in a while on the go or something. All they had to do was name it something else. That's all they had to do. And now look, I mean, that game came out. Did you know that game came out? Nobody cared. It came and went. I didn't even realize it. One day someone mentioned like, yeah, that game came out. I was like, yeah?
You asked if there was anything you could do, and I told you. Nothing in this jungle is as simple as it
Well, this is Star Wars is finished. Yeah. Hey, the English Phoenix. I didn't see you come in, man. Welcome. I haven't seen you around there before. And joining in on the discussion, I see. Istanbul Dayim over on Twitch is currently lamenting the idea of a Mass Effect mobile game. He says he feels physically hurt by that very assumption. Hey, there you go. Pew pew, you won. The Marth player. That's the Marth player. Yeah, he won. Yeah, he felt physically sick for me even mentioning that as a possibility. I feel you, Istanbul Dayim. I feel you.
trying to uncover the entrance to a hidden cache of old Mandalorian equipment.
Is that a lit tsundere I see in your camp? No, no, no. Let's not go. Let's not go into this. Hey, do you guys not have phones? Yeah, hey, you guys have phones, right? Yeah. Fuckhead.
Canics are nothing more than pets, but they have a real talent for screwing up plans.
Yeah, I don't know. Give EA any plans, any ideas? They're not listening to this. Hopefully. Unless, I mean, imagine if one of my viewers one day gets a job at EA and they're like, "This is my ticket into a promotion. Hey, how about this? Mass Effect mobile game. Perfect. Let's fast track this guy." This nigga saved face by getting the script from Lucas himself and threatened the director's family to follow it exactly like Lucas wrote? I don't know about that. Remember Dungeon? Yeah, no, we remember Dungeon Keeper. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I mean, no, I do remember it because it's brought up so much as like the quintessential like example of what not to do in a mobile game. So we can do. Yeah, Kex.
Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
Condescension. Command and Conquer free for all with every faction from every game present. Huh. That's an idea. An idea they're not gonna explore, unfortunately. This dude's got a problem with me, Kex.
What do you want?
You got a problem with me, you bitch? Let's settle this right now. Change your tone.
You won't get a fight from me.
You best check the tone, girl. Get your inside voice on. Before I put your ass outside.
The new quartermaster. If a Mandalorian needs something, they come to me.
Called it. Martha's better anyways. Hey man, the fucking the Peach player won the previous Mart game. So hey man. I was hurt by Alien Blackout. Yeah, a lot of people were. How'd you end up quartermaster, you little bitch?
Honor for a Mandalorian is to distinguish themselves in battle. But as age comes upon us, some are forced to find honor in other pursuits. They assist us.
They're making a One Punch Man video game? That sounds like a really short game.
Nothing compared to the heat of battle. For someone young like me, this task is distasteful. There are many battles left in me, yet I'm relegated to this.
They made a porn based on Andromeda? Oh man. Huh. What's it called, just out of curiosity? Pure curiosity. I'm not opening up a incognito tab right now on the side screen at all.
My predecessor was loading
Equipment, he got torn in half. You ain't got dick, do you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Mandalorian heavy armor, huh? Immunity to stun, fear, and horror. Interesting. I wonder if anybody ever thought of making like some sort of like AI mod for this game. I mean a mod to make the enemies even more difficult. Use more like abilities and such. Kind of interesting. You know how J.K. Rowling retcons her story Road to Cursed Child? That's how the guys behind the Andromeda are. And Disney, Star Wars, everyone who makes unnecessary sequel. I mean, hey man, Bethesda did the same with Fallout. Retcon the shit out of stuff. The One Punch Man game is a fighting game where you have to hold off the enemy until Saitama arrives. Oh, okay. You're not playing as him. Fellow changeling porn master. Oh yeah, I better talk to this guy. Trolls. Honor on military. Larger bees, sidecag. Sidecag? Sidecag, indeed. Alright, this guy. Then drawing a point is easily found on hub. It will scar you. Just stick with the OG trilogy. Huh. Alright. Let's just not talk about J.K. Rowling. Stave kills Voldemort. What's the problem?
Jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring the generators and computer systems is no easy task.
Rowling said Ron Weasley was caught fapping 8 times by his mother. 8 times?
Take whatever help I can get.
Jesus.
Whatever wires and tech haven't been corroded by the jungle are at least 10 years old.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
I'm trying to get the relay dish off.
What's your favorite anime? The English Phoenix asks me. My favorite anime of all time is Cowboy Bebop. It might have a little bit to do with the fact that I'm also a fan of music. And that show, I mean, 50% of that show is the music. And the music was absolutely astounding. Hell, perfection itself. Yoko Kanno is a fucking genius. But yes, Cowboy Bebop is... I love that show, man. Love it. Love the characters, the universe, the music, the story. I think it's the greatest anime ever made. Specifically because it's not very anime, if you know what I mean. It's very an amalgam of East and West. And yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, I have a hard time getting into anime that's too anime, you know, that's too Japanese. That's why, like, it took me a while to, like, I saw Code Geass, and I loved Code Geass. I think Code Geass is great. But I remember it took me months to finally watch it just because of that opening, man. The song started, I was like, okay, opening, okay, war, yeah, Area 11, okay, I got you, I'm in. And then, and I'm like, I'll watch this later, man. I love it, first stuff. I was like, oh, God. And it's weird because the score of the show proper is fine. It's great. But the opening songs, the themes, and the ending themes are just... I can't deal with them. I cannot deal with them. I think I may be the only person who watched porn for actual research on the anatomy of a sex scene due to asexuality in writing such a scene. Almost all are useless, but SFM works. It's like the people who work on those porn sets, like the camera guys, you know, they're like, I mean, they must like inure the porn by now. They're like, we've seen so much sex. I mean, it doesn't affect us anymore. That's kind of messed up. They're on break right now, which is why I'm talking so much right now. Have you ever watched Gurren Lagann? No, I got close. I got close to watching it, but I never made the plunge. That came on like 05, right? So, yeah, no, the music in Cowboy Bebop. The music in Cowboy Bebop is music that, I mean, I have them. I have the albums, the multitude of albums worth of music that Yoko Kanno made. Because, I mean, apparently the character of Ed was partly based off of her. The developers, you know, Shinichiro Watanabe was like, she's like a ball of energy. And she would often show up with new music that they didn't even request, but she had made. And it was just, they made albums, plural, of music, and then sold them. Yeah, I heard about that, Keanu Reeves, about Spike Spiegel. It didn't happen though, unfortunately. You're currently watching Hellsing Ultimate? I saw that too. I really enjoyed that too. Hellsing Ultimate. I thought Hellsing Ultimate was great. Better than the OVA, not there is the OVA, but I mean better than the original anime, which I also watched. I'm gonna say. You need to watch Cowboy Bebop with Rurouni Kenshin. I mean, if you only have to pick one, Cowboy Bebop. Especially since it's shorter. Rurouni Kenshin is like 95 episodes. Cowboy Bebop is like 24, I think. 24, 26.
That part's rare enough in most space sports. Finding one here would be difficult.
My young niece loves Death Note. Man, yeah, Death Note too, man. Death Note is fucking, it's great writing. Montel, I already saw Psycho-Pass, both seasons. I thought Psycho-Pass was also genius. Well, I think it's also very well written. And Death Note is especially well written. But, you know, the weird thing about Death Note is, back in the day when it was first coming out, I was reading the manga. I originally read the Death Note manga, and I was like, and I remember I was the only one who knew about Death Note at that time, back on, you know, the island. And I thought, I'm gonna make my own Death Note. I'm just gonna buy a black, you know, say a notebook and, you know, make it that way. But then I got kind of lazy, I guess, and it took so long for me to do that eventually the anime came out and people started getting hooked on it, and I would see all these people making their own Death Notes. I was like, shit, fuck it, it's not cool anymore, so I was just, fuck it. I just gotta let it go. But Death Note, man, Death Note, the ending of Death Note, when you think about it, is ridiculous, because the whole world is gonna go to hell after that. People became so dependent on light that it's gonna be complete anarchy. That the first person who dies of a murder, they're gonna be like, this is the fault of the police officers for killing our god, and people are gonna end up turning on law enforcement, and it's gonna be pandemonium. So, yeah. New casting ultimate show what a real vampire is. In my opinion, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is the best anime of all time. Especially JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's still going, isn't it? I still haven't seen it though. I've seen the lick. Yes. William Dafoe, I'm pretty sure did voice Ryuk. Yes, he did. Yes.
That's the problem with Canucks. They'll leave you alone if you keep your distance. But if you turn your back on them, they'll do anything.
Your niece is 11 and she's watching Death Note? What the hell's going on?
Yeah. You know, when I was, I always said to myself when I retire, I want
They're vermin, and no challenge from a Mandalorian. Since they provide no sport.
A Japanese store in Vegas. Huh. The names of Lind L. Taylor.
Just go.
If it better be worth it. Still working on it. Let's take a look at this. Prepare. There we go. So,
You're planning on exploring the jungles to the south.
Alright. I'll grab a potato chip and I'll eat it. But I think the most brilliant moment of Death Note is when, like, the moment where I really get pumped up is when they catch the dude who was riding on the freeway, and then Light regains all his memories by touching the notebook, and then he's like, motherfucker, I've won! All according to plan. Spoiler alert. Oh shit. If you haven't seen Death Note, don't worry about it. You're not you're never you don't know what I'm talking about. You're never gonna see it coming.
If Kumas wasn't dead, he'd be back already. If you find his body, just bring it back.
And now they're all in the same crew battle here. Yes, like all 5 of them were just
If he never killed Pember, he'd never be caught. The thing about Light is, it was just his arrogance that got to him. He got way too full of himself. Thought of himself as being completely untouchable, and that was his downfall. His humanity, his arrogance. If he had been, just a little bit more careful, selective, he was very intelligent, but he was lacking in wisdom. And in that area, he didn't know what he was doing.
What's he gonna do it again?
Do as you will, but you won't impress anyone here by scavenging through the jungle for the gear of our fallen brothers. Our numbers fail. Our training won't
La 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 la. The downfall of man who played God was his humanity. Yep. Indeed. Get this soon. What time is it, man? Sorry, 10? Shit. Fix that. Why do I feel that Papito is going to do some kind of analysis video on Light? No. That I think that's something that like Dot would do. Dot is he makes more videos concerning anime than I do. The only video about anime I've ever made was that one where I compared it to KoTOR 2, which was Rurouni Kenshin. But I don't know if I'll do more anime. At least not on Death Note. I don't know. I mean, a what if scenario of like, what if Kreia had a Death Note, a working Death Note? That's the thing. Unlike Light, Kreia really wouldn't use it all that much. If she had one.
We call it the ignorance there, so we are to reverse it. The ignorance is more descriptive. That's so cool.
2 rules, yeah, let me fight. Yeah, sure.
Now you will experience a true fight.
My niece is absolutely livid Ryuk didn't fly in the Netflix movie. He didn't fly? Huh. It's the least of the movie's problems, though, from what I understand. The English fan is surprised that Dot hasn't done that yet. Huh. I don't know. Light was a pretty good villain. That's the thing, though. Would you consider... Light was a villain. The main character of the show, but he was the villain, I guess. Because, Light was technically you could say he's the villain of the show, but he was the protagonist, and his antagonist was L. But L wasn't the quote-unquote villain. Nah, I don't remember that parody, actually. Would a Death Note work on Nihilus or Scion? I guess. If it's a Death Note and it just kills anyone that you write your name into. But that's the thing, though. Would it work? Because I don't think their original... Would the Death Note only work on someone's first name that's ever been given to them? Because Darth Scion, Darth Nihilus is obviously not there. Couldn't have been the first name ever given to them. So she would have to find that out.
There is a challenger for you. He is Kek, the quartermaster. Since he is the challenger, you get
Not, I mean, because you can also use the Death Note to convince people to do things beforehand. So maybe Kreia could try to write down that Scion would lose his will to live. That, yeah, he would, you have to write the circumstances of the death. So you would say he would die by losing the will to live. And that would work on him, I guess. Possible the light as a character could be a statement about God being inherently disconnected from mankind since he is perfection itself and humans are flawed. Yes, maybe you could look at it that way. I mean, we perceive God to be perfection itself because we figured, I mean, he's God. Might as well. He would have to be, right? I mean, he created us. He can't be anything but perfect, right?
As quartermaster, the battle circle is for training. It is something needed. I will send a runner to Cax. Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi.
Ryuk had no wings no wings at all. Huh. Did she ever watch the original Japanese live action movies? Villain, protagonist, hero, antagonist. Yeah, pretty much. Scion was kept alive by the dark side, but if the Death Note would go against the Force, then it works. Hey, Helios Stone! Really good. Wow, man. You come into the stream, the first thing you say is like, hey, how's it going? God's not real. Jesus. That's kind of messed up. Have you watched Hellsing Ultimate Abridged? Nah, I haven't seen the Abridged by Team 4 Star though. That's true, I haven't seen that yet. I've been meaning to, I will eventually, but I haven't yet. Battle Circle, tag it, I'm sure, why not? Let's go.
The match between Jedi and Tagrin is
over.
The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have fought well today. The only Mandalorians left for you to fight are our champions. No one can fight a champion until they have proven themselves worthy.
Right.
And it must be real.
Yeah, I got you, shit. I'll be back. Now, since this is a dark side playthrough, I could kill that guy. Or, I mean, if I help him, I still need to gain prestige, but I don't necessarily need him to gain prestige. I can just kill the sidekick by myself. Yep, he dies. Goblin Sandwich. 70-inch plasma screen TV. Did you wish that Star Wars 1313 was fully made and released? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You're tired, Helios Stone? I mean, hey man, chill, you know. Then, you know, chill, man. Put your feet up, you know, relax. Look over here. You know? Metal for Life 87 says simply beer over on Twitch. Metal for Life, huh? Yeah, you're kind of like, which bands are you into? You're into like black metal, like Behemoth. You're into like progressive, like maybe death metal, like old Opeth or something. I mean, I consider myself a pretty big Opeth fan for a while now. I mean, I think the first album I ever heard of Opeth was Blackwater Park, and I still consider it to be one of the best metal albums ever made. Blackwater Park is Steven Wilson worked on it. That was his first time working with Opeth, and it was really only until I heard the 5.1 surround sound that I was like, that's him. You're a fool to challenge me again, Drafro. Indeed. And now you die. How does that feel? You like that? Hmm?
Let me handle this.
Dead and dead. Ah, look at that. Choking to death. I'm gonna take your shit. There we go. What is a Mandalorian? What self-respecting Mandalorian uses a Republic blaster? That's not right. And man, yeah, Opus is great. No two way about it. Hey, Vladimir Delta, yes. We're Opus buddies. Did you hear about the new album? It's practically finished, I think. Looking forward to it. He says that Michael Okerfeld says he really wanted to do something different, something demented sounding, in both English and Swedish. Sounds pretty crazy. They released one song, but I didn't listen to it. I'm gonna wait until the full album is out and then listen to the whole thing accordingly. What's that sucking sound when you choke someone in the game? That, I see them trying to catch their breath. Republic Commando 2. What were they gonna call it? Imperial Commando. And that sounds fucking awesome. Force Crush power. Force Crush. Yeah, that's until well later. That's after the Jedi. Yeah, after. Hey, it's laughing. Yeah, after that whole Jedi Council thing. I heard about it, but not listened to any songs yet. No, don't listen to any of the songs. I wouldn't. I'm gonna wait until the album comes out, get the album, and listen to it accordingly. Buy the album. That's important. Buy the album, listen to it. Murder and Mayhem complete, indeed. Alright. Time is it? It's 10:20. Oh, gosh. I think that's good for the day. I think I'm gonna not sign off, but I think for as per Vladimir Delta's request, I'm gonna play a quick little skirmish of Supreme Commander, and then sign off. Good night. Jesus Christ, man! I'm not leaving yet. I'm just gonna play a different game real quick. We just all right. If anyone hasn't seen this yet, then it's still here. As you can see, Pimp Master Nihilist over here, keeping that pimp game strong. The character looks like she's had her wisdom teeth removed. Yeah. The untold boy. Yeah. But yeah. Quick game of Supreme Commander Forge Alliance, yes. As for Vladimir Delta's request. Now, I'm not very good at the game, like, at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and let. Should I skip the opening movie or not? No, skip it. Come on, let's go. So yeah, like I said, I'm not some sort of strategic genius or anything. I'm just yeah. That makes 2 albums I need to get day 1, Opeth and Tool in a couple of days. Alright, I heard about it. Forgot about it. And they're trying that skirmish. Hey, you're welcome, man. Let's see now. Skirmish. We play Theta Passage, yes. On, fixed. Start on this side. I'll play UEF. I'll play the hardest difficulty that isn't cheating. Adaptive. Seraphim. Okay. Cyber forever. Yes. Yeah. I'm a TEC loyalist. I mean, people might say I'm a basic bitch, but it is what it is. So yeah. Build all this, and then mass extractor. Come back, build the second land facility. And then I want you to do this. Yes. That was the wrong thing to do, but no matter, we can still salvage it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want you to no, patrol this area like so. There we go. Hey, someone SW, how's it going, man? You came in right in time for us to stop playing KoTOR 2 and play something else real quick. Yeah. Vladimir Delta, yes. As per Vladimir Delta's request, he wanted to see me play this game real quick. At least, you know, one skirmish game. And same, because I was talking about it the other day about how it's a great game. And for anyone interested in RTS games, you should check out Sins of a Solar Empire. That's also a great game. Yeah, so yeah, this game shouldn't take very long. I mean, I got this set up on lock, as the kids would say. So first, keep making, and I need you to get your bitch asses over here. Build this. Although this game could be better, I mean, the pathfinding is, as you can see, not the greatest, and the AI can get pretty brain dead sometimes, as I've especially found out today when I was playing earlier. And then I want you to patrol like so. Right then. You done? Not quite. After you're done with that, come back and build this. There we go. As the kids would say, 15 years ago. Yeah. Honestly, I need to start watching your streams more. The English Phoenix has the right idea, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Watching my streams more is the correct assessment. I concur. I agree. The UI is so different from the normal SC release. Yeah, it was changed from, you know, they altered it a bit. This is the expansion. You know, Forge the Lines. Let's see now. Okay, everything seems to be going according to plan. Engaging the enemy. Yeah. Build more of these. And then I want you to build a second air factory right here. I don't know, some more power generators. There we go. There we go. And they're just gonna, you know, mop up over here. In and around the place. You help this one. I agree on the pathfinding. It screwed me up along with how the bombers work while playing the campaign today. Yeah. Realistically speaking, what would be the most terrifying weapon of mass destruction? I don't know, a weapon that could just blink us out of blink existence, you know, into not being, I guess. Angel Tirado, how's it going, man? Let's see you here again. What do you think about the Mandalorian trailer? I mean, I'll give it a shot. You know, I didn't watch the trailer. I'm like, you know, this is gonna be god awful. I watched it. I'm like, well, I'll give it a shot. Might as well.
the stage, they can't ride the walls, so they have to pray for the magic.
Hell, even if the trailer sucked, I'd be like, I mean, like for example, I saw the trailer to Gotham back in the day, back when that coming out, and I remember me and my brother watched the first like 3 episodes, I think, but we ended up laughing more at the show than with the show. So yeah, we kind of ended up giving up on that though. Might as well go out there, do your thing. How's it going over here? Okay. Let's go ahead and get these air patrols going. Yep. Yep. Are we talking about a weapon from a specific universe or just overall? Use a good point of a mob of engineers who build point defense turrets. That's the most. That's the most terrifying weapon of all. A satellite with several nuclear-capable Mark 1 ships that could be launched at any time, outfitted with anti-matter missiles. That sounds suspiciously like from Tom Clancy's End War, except it was deploying troops and like some sort of like, yeah, some sort of weapon of mass destruction more than anything else. All right, bomber, do your thing. Damn, missed. They're still chugging out units. That's good. Still nothing, huh? Well, start upgrading that. Things are not safe for you anymore, so away. Man, I gotta say, man, they're swarming me over here, man. Where are those bombers? You're over here when you're done with that. In fact, I don't see any mobile anti-air units though, but still. Technically, it shouldn't be happening. About to be Iraq 2.0. Alright, this is turning into a shit show. I'm gonna say, they can't seem to do anything about this. About this encroaching army over here. Meanwhile, over here, huh? So this really puts a damper on my plans. I'm gonna have to go ahead and. Oh Christ, this is getting ridiculous.
Commander under attack.
No kidding, the commander's under attack. I guess I could use these guys to counterattack them, but ah, Christ. I'm losing more and more. Okay. Time to rebuild. The system described in the 2003 USAF report, USAF, was that a 20-foot long, 1-foot diameter tungsten rods that are satellite controlled and have global strike capability with impact speeds of Mach 10? My oh my. Alright, hey, Pharaoh changing left, damn it. Alright, I'll see you later then, if you're still here, hopefully. But yeah, the rule is you lose. It's a bad game. Huh. Yeah, maybe that's where COD Ghosts got their idea from. Maybe that's where Tom Clancy's End War got the idea from. Okay, things seem to be getting back into control. Air Force is finally putting its weight. Switch to Tech 2. There you go. Don't let them get any more resources. Your played showed me a different enough mentality. I just make a mob of tanks and keep them in one spot until I hit the unit cap. Nah, yeah, la, you gotta try and, you know, keep them from getting resources. Make units try and guard strategic locations, which, you know, is resource locations. But yeah, don't worry too much about the unit cap. And hell, I mean, especially on a map like this, not even worrying too much about building experimentals or, you know, getting to Tech 3. I'm pretty sure if I attack them now with everything I have, I'll win. I'll already win. Oh crap! Where's that? Here it is. Go this, please. But Elias Stone, you're confusing me, man. Do you have any games you would recommend? Yes, Sins of a Solar Empire. Or I mean, give me a genre. If you're talking RPGs, then I'll say it. But as far as real-time strategy games are concerned, Sins of a Solar Empire. I played mostly solo campaigns, so I'm thinking on that level. I will get into skirmishes and online at some point. Are people still playing this online? Can you still play this online? I'm not sure. I've never played it online. More of a, you know, single player offline dude myself anyway. But yeah, no, this game is pretty much over. If I attack with everything I have now, then it's all done. We can just sit back and watch the battles. Ah, amphibious tank. See, now they don't. Now they really don't stand a chance. It's Tech 1. It's Tech 2 versus Tech 1. Just overall, I don't mind really. Overall suggestions. Payday 2. I guess I would still recommend, or maybe not, depending on your stance on DLCs. I don't know. I can, after this, I'll go through my my library for you and see what I can do. A friend on Discord? Oh, I don't know. I don't really go on Discord all that much. I probably haven't opened Discord. I haven't opened Discord in a while. But you know, I'll see what I can do. What am I doing here? All right, game's pretty much over, right? They're bombing the. Nope. Yep. They're bombing them. There he goes. He's gonna go nuclear.
He doesn't want you to be super far away, but he also doesn't want you to be really incredible. It's like he has some weird vision. I don't know what the numbers would be, where it's like, as long as you're like right, nice, you see everything you're doing. And he's got astigmatism, he's got arthritis.
I would give you some money if I could. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the thought, then. But I mean, yeah, I think it's best. I mean, don't go around giving people money if you know money's tight on your end. You know, make sure you take care of yourself first. But thanks, man. Thanks for the thought. Use Discord more. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess Discord just doesn't, you know, it doesn't pop into my head to use, but I'll try, man. I'll try. I kind of have a personal Discord server or anything. I just, when I do go on Discord, it's just on, like, to ask someone something, maybe talk to someone about something. And usually on 100% Star Wars' Discord channel. Oh crap, we're losing power left very quickly here. What is going on? Need more generators. Oh, it's probably him, yeah. Where's that commander? There he is. Man, look at this. This base is absolutely pitiful. That's another problem with this game that I have, because, you know, I don't play online or anything. The highest, like, difficulty, the highest pure difficulty is too easy. And the difficulty after that is a cheating AI that's too difficult. It literally cheats. I saw a video where it took like 7 guys playing online against one cheating AI in order to win. 7. They tried with 4 people, they got their asses kicked. And then they tried with 7 people and they finally won. It is ridiculous. Turn on Discord notifications. I mean, but don't I need to have Discord running first? It's not even running. What if he had a Windows phone? Who, me? Nah, actually, the phone I got now is actually spying on me. It's a Huawei. Chinese got a file on me and everything. They probably know I was hanging out with one of their citizens for a couple of years. And, you know, and had a huge crush on her too. Was trying to go balls deep. Or trying, nah. Kind of just gave up thinking like that's never gonna happen. Anyway, let's put an end to this. Everybody. Take them. Mm-hmm. So Epic Store is spying on me and Huawei is spying on you. I guess so, yeah. I'll watch this part again tomorrow to see what else I can learn. Thanks for the enlightening experience. Hey, you're welcome, man. But you might want to stick around for, yeah, the light show that's about to happen. But, man, I'll see you later then, Vladimir. It'll be here when you come back. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourselves because it's gonna be bright. This bitch is about to go nuclear. There he goes. Oof. Mama. It's not quite as bright as some of the other commander units. Like in my commander unit, that is really nuclear. But yeah, that's right. Change from a Nokia Lumia 550 to a Wiley Fox phone, a Wiley Coyote phone. And yeah, that's it. A short little skirmish. Nice and quick. And now I feel hungry, actually. I'll eat some instant noodles or something. Watakana! Oh wow, I was right. About 20 minutes. Yeah, I think we're about 20 minutes. So yeah, the hardest difficulty AI is too easy, and the cheating AI is too hard. So now, yeah, so many beautiful deaths. Hey, Helia Stone, that's a great song actually by a band called Winter Sun. They have a song called Beautiful Death. Great song. Another song on the same album called Sadness and Hate. Also a great song. Check them out. I like them. I kind of like Viking metal. Kicks ass. Okay, now we got what? Moki. A Fox player versus another Marth player. Units. Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Supreme Commander. Forged Alliance. Great campaign, too. But I think I like the campaign that was in Supreme Commander Vanilla more. Or Challenge more. I don't know, but yeah. Still, great campaign regardless. What about Pride and Prejudice? The song about Trump trying to deport Melania? What? Yeah, about that. All right, let's start with Steam games I would recommend. All right, finished and ignored. Assassin's Creed 2, yes, I recommend that. Great example of a sequel done right. I recommend all of the Arkham games, even Arkham Origins. Hell, I even recommend that as, you know, as between City and Night, because I mean it was lacking that, you know, it wasn't made by Rocksteady Studios, but considering the team that really was behind it, it was kind of a miracle that it turned out the way it did. It doesn't exist, but it should. Bride and Prejudice. We'll see. Battlefield Bad Company 2. I don't know if there's anybody still playing that. It was real fun back in the day, though. 320 hours in? Sure. Get on Discord right now? No, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna go eat something after this. Bioshock. I'll open up Discord, you know, later or something. And friend request, yeah. I mean, what people? I mean, again, that's another thing. I woke up one day, and all of a sudden, all these people were using Discord, and I'm like, what is with Discord? It's a text chat, like, application. Like, that's what people do. It's more text chatting. But yeah, Bioshock and Bioshock 2, I actually haven't played them yet. I have the remasters. I still have to go through those. I've only ever played Bioshock Infinite, actually. And I would recommend it, actually. I personally will recommend it. Some people admonish it as like being some sort of like rail shooter. I really wouldn't use that term for it. Like, yes, because they would say it's a corridor shooter. It's on rails because of a certain mechanic, but I thought that mechanic was great. Black Flag is the best in my opinion. Really? Has voice chatting too? It does? Oh, I guess it does. It's a pirate game simulator with AC name in order to sell it. Really? I thought that was Rogue. Assassin's Creed Rogue was pretty much that. Voice chatting was the reason Discord was invented. I never see anybody using it though. Oh, but okay. Oh, maybe if we like get together and play a game together someday or something. Does anybody here have Payday 2? Let's see, Borderlands 2. I mean, Borderlands 2 is about to come out, but still, I mean, yeah, Borderlands 2 isn't a bad game. Borderlands, yeah, they've all been remastered. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I doubt anyone's still playing that, but again, back in the day. Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. I wouldn't recommend Red Alert 3, really. But I would recommend Company of Heroes. Absolutely. Let me see this. I would absolutely recommend both Company of Heroes and Company of Heroes 2. Company of Heroes 1 is the highest rated RTS game ever made. And it shows. It's a great game. Deus Ex Invisible War. That's the quintessential, like, good game, bad sequel game. That and Dragon Age 2. Is a good game, bad sequel, but still, I mean, yeah. Deus Ex Human Revolution, yeah, that gets my stamp of approval. It was my favorite game of 2000. What year did it come out? 2011. Yeah, 2011. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, also, yeah. Fallout 3. I mean, Fallout 3 is, you know, yeah, it's a good game with the Fallout name attached to it, you know what I mean? It's not really a Fallout game. It was made by people who are fans of the Fallout series but don't really get it. Still, fun game to play. Gameplay wise, fine. Far Cry 3, sure, why not, but not for more than one playthrough. Gone Home, I mean, if interactive storytelling is your thing, I mean, not really interactive storytelling, yeah. More like a interactive discovery storytelling. Half-Life 2, I mean, shit. Largely regarded as one of the greatest games of all time, and it still holds up, I'd say. Her Story, again, if that's your thing, you know, you can spend like an afternoon looking through. It's you know, trying to uncover this little story that they got going on. A lot of people didn't like Hitman Absolution for some reason. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. All it needed was Jasper Kidd's score. That's really all it needed. It needed Jasper Kidd on composition, but I didn't have that though. I can't really play anything right now. Having computer troubles. Oh yeah, that sucks. I hate having computer troubles. One day just wake up and next thing you know the computer's like, I don't want to work today. You're very annoying. Well, that's not a very good. Yeah, that's not a very good endorsement. Yeah. Discord was made to replace Skype for voice chatting for gamers. Huh? No, I'll explain that. Chrono Cross. It's a good game, but a terrible sequel to Chrono Trigger. Yeah, there you go. Vladimir Delta. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Did you know that Chrono Trigger invented New Game Plus? Chrono Trigger was the first game to do that? Huh. I never could finish Chrono Trigger. I got stuck at one point, I think. I don't remember where. I think in the future I got stuck and I was like, what am I supposed to do now? And I never went back to it. My cousin too played that, but he got stuck in the past, I think. I'm like, I think in the Stone Age section, I think he got past. Have you ever played the original Deus Ex? What? What kind of question is that, English Phoenix? Of course I have. I got videos about it on my channel. What do you mean if I ever played the original Deus Ex? Of course I have, man. I played the fuck out of that. I mean, the first I got Deus Ex when my like back in the year the game of the year version came out. That was the one I played. My dad ordered he would order like sound cards and sometimes they would come with games and that's how I was able to play Deus Ex and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin and a bunch of other games. I can't. Giant Citizen Kabuto also came with a sound card on my dad's. Man, yeah. Stream Chrono Trigger. No, I don't know if I do that. I'm getting stuck again. Discord is better than both Skype and TeamSpeak. I forgot all about TeamSpeak. Huh. Yeah. Injustice, Gods Among Us. Yeah. If you're into fighting games, I don't know if I would recommend it or not. Just Cause 2. I thought about going back to that, finishing the story, but I'm like, but that's not gonna happen. The Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod, man. Never got around to actually trying it though. I wonder if they ever made it. Nah, yeah, Just Cause 3 came with multiplayer, I think. You've been meaning to play Deus Ex? Alright. LA Noir. Yeah, I'd recommend it. I enjoyed it. It was. Left 4 Dead 2. I actually got Left 4 Dead 2 for free after I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 at the time. And I got VAC banned. I wasn't cheating. I got banned. I was talking to Steam about how to resolve the issue. I had assholes online telling me that I was cheating, that VAC never makes a mistake. Lo and behold, VAC mistakenly banned 10,000 players. And Valve had to issue an apology and they gave people Left 4 Dead 2 for free. So, yeah. Suck it, assholes. I would recommend Max Payne 1, 2, and 3. All of them. The problem with Max Payne 3, though, is that it has, again, the Max Payne name on it. It's a great game, but people would have taken a shine to it more if it wasn't called Max Payne 3. Mortal Kombat X. If you're a fighting game fan, then yeah, I recommend it. Natural Selection 2. I couldn't really get into it. Personally, though. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. If you're into racing games, then yeah, I would recommend it. The sense of like speed that it has, it's very, very, very nice. Cool. It's not done by Remedy, therefore Max Payne 3 is not Max Payne. No, it's not that. It's just it doesn't have the feel of Max Payne 1 and 2 because Max Payne 1 and 2 was very neo-noir, and Max Payne 3 wasn't. It had noir elements, but it wasn't really film noir. I always say that like Max Payne 1 and 2 are like noir comic books, while Max Payne 3 feels more like a magazine. More glossy. Still a great game though, Max Payne 3. I've played it like 3 times. I thought Max Payne 3 was great. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Never played it. Payday the Heist, the first one. I don't think anyone's played it anymore, so you might as well go ahead and play Payday 2. I recommend it. Portal is a given. Recommend. Red Orchestra 2, one of the games that I bought that I ended up never playing, unfortunately. Rome Total War, the first one. Just play Rome 2. Now with all the patches and the expansion, it's fine. When Rome 2 first came out, yeah, it was a mess. But now it's good. It's fine. You sense the beginning of a view of a friendship? Hey, we'll see, man. That's another song, a song by Porcupine Tree. It's the start of something beautiful from which album was that? Deadwing. Great song. Saints Row the Third. Yeah, I recommend it. Satellite Rain, if that's your thing. I mean, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. 43 hours it took me to finish it. So, you know, you get your money's worth. Sid Meier's Civilization 3? Nah. Might as well play Civilization 5 or 6. I haven't played 6, but I've played 5 a lot. Sleeping Dogs, man, I would recommend it, and man, it's a shame what happened to that company, man. Head dude went out to do an interview, just an interview. By the time he came back to the studio, they were packing up. They were shut down. It's messed up. Yeah, Supreme Commander, Supreme Commander Forge Alliance. Yeah, I recommend. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier is an interesting game. It's a tactical shooter that feels like a puzzle game. It's a tactical shooter that's a puzzle game. It's very interesting. Each situation brought with it just like you were figuring out a puzzle. Very interesting. I enjoyed it. I recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. Tomb Raider. Yeah, the first Tomb Raider game. I played it. I mean, I kind of sped my way through it, as you can see, 10 hours, because I was really only playing it to like pass the time and days until a different game I wanted to play came out. I don't remember which game it was. Maybe it was The Witcher, I don't know. But yeah, I still recommend it. Valkyria Chronicles. I think it was Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation basically said it best. He said he played it and he felt he could get into turn-based tactics if it wasn't for the anime schoolgirls. And yeah, the Valkyria Chronicles, like if they made an anime about it, that would be the example of like, this anime is way too anime. Yeah, I remember conquering the whole map of Room 1, but I hated that for some idiotic reason. The villagers were right for doing too good. They have food, entertainment, everything, and they still rebelled. I ended up taking out the whole map of Rome 2, except for 2 places where I vassaled one nation and allowed them to keep another piece of land. But everything else was, I mean, everything was mine, but effectively because they were my vassals. But the riots were, I mean, yeah, for some reason I didn't have that big of a problem with riots though. But that was Rome 2. Dawn of War 2. I guess I would recommend, I mean, they shifted, in the campaign at least, they shifted from being a real-time strategy to more being a real-time tactics game. But it's still a romp. Shame what happened to Dawn of War 3. You know? But, The Witcher, of course. The Witcher 2 Enhanced, the Enhanced Edition, recommend. XCOM, recommended, easy. Age of Empires 2, recommended. Age of Mythology, recommended. Age of Wonders 3, I haven't played yet. Nor have I played Alpha Protocol or Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, or The Dark Descent. Or The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I think I got into it way too early. If this game was placed in front of me... Shut the hell up. Yeah, if this game was put in front of me when I was a kid, I would have played the shit out of it. Like I said, Batman Arkham, yeah. Battlezone. Ladies and gentlemen, Battlezone 98 is my favorite game of all time. I love this game. I love the concept that it brought to the table. A hybrid between first-person shooter and real-time strategy. No other game has done it as well, you know, ever since. And I really wish they would, because I love this game. The only other one is Battlezone 2 Combat Commander, but just wasn't the same. It felt so, yeah, it felt so glossy. So many things were so different. It wasn't as, I don't know, weird word to use, but it wasn't as serious. I don't know. Binary Domain, I haven't played yet. Like I said, Bioshock Remastered, Bioshock Infinite, I would recommend. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, I heard very good things. I still haven't played it though. Brutal Legend, I would recommend. I really enjoyed that game. Terrible marketing though. People did not. I mean, I didn't realize. I was gearing up for like an action adventure game. Turns out it's like an open world action game with like RTS elements sprinkled in. And I was pleasantly surprised, but I can understand people were like, this isn't what I expected. What's going on? Company refused to recommend. Condemned Criminal Origins. Man, nah. I'm not playing this game, man. Nah. It's gonna scare the fuck out of me. I remember there's just this one scene. I don't remember it was Condemned 1 or Condemned 2, but either way, fuck it. You're in a dark room. There's a mannequin. I mean, mannequins have already freaked me out already from a young age. I'm like, I see a mannequin, I'm like, that's fucking creepy. So yeah, no, the dark room, a mannequin, and then you turn around, you turn back, there's 3 mannequins. You turn around, turn back, there's 5, and then next thing you know, the mannequins all of a sudden are surrounding you, closing in. Fuck that. Nope, 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 nope. All the way, the pigs noped all the way back home. Not doing that. But if that's your thing, then I mean, I heard good things about it. Crusader Kings 2, haven't played it. Yeah, Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. I've played it for 6 hours, but then I just kind of never went back to it. Yeah. I should at some point, I suppose. I hate mannequins mainly because of a Doctor Who episode. And again, Deus Ex Game of the Year edition. Here it is. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I mean, a lot of people shat on this game because I think they felt it was too short. They felt the ending was abrupt. The marketing was god awful. But the merits of the game itself, I would still recommend it. Yeah. Deus Ex with a revision mod. Dirt 3, I haven't played it. Dishonored, I would very much recommend. Made by on the team was the lead designer was one of the people who worked on the original Deus Ex, and that explains the level design. And yes, I would highly recommend Dishonored 2. I haven't played Dishonored 1. Haven't played Dishonored 2 yet. I still have to go back to the first Dishonored and finish the expansion, the DLC. Can't remember what it's called. The Witch of something, I think. I still want to do that, but maybe I'll do that next. I don't know. Elder Scrolls Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Heard good things. Still haven't played it though. Fallout, the very first Fallout game. It could be hard to get into if you're new to it. You know, if you've never played it before, it can get kind of hard to, because you're like, man, look at it. So it looks so old. The game design is so so outdated and such. But hey, what are you gonna do? But worth a shot. You never know. You might get into it. Fallout 4, man. Again, gameplay wise, yeah, fine game. As you can see, I got over 700 hours into it. The game can be fun, but it's not a Fallout game. It's not at all a Fallout game. What do you think of FE 3 Houses? I went to expecting something decent, but had no expressions of anything extra. Wait, what? FE. Whatever the game is a result. FE, the 3 Houses. I mean, wasn't that Total War? No, that's the 3 Kingdoms. No. Fire Emblem. Oh, no, I haven't played that Fire Emblem yet. I think I've ever played like 4 Fire Emblem games, but I haven't played that one. But yeah. Of Mankind Divided. It's an amazing game, but like people say, it's too short. I guess. I mean, how long did I play it for? 53 hours. Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon. Haven't played it. Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, I remember it was my birthday party and someone brought it over and I played it a little bit back then, but Never got to play it back then. If I did, then yeah, I would have played it back then. But yeah, he was just sitting there. For Honor, haven't played it. I got it for free. Grand Theft Auto 3 is my favorite Grand Theft Auto of all time, but Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is the best one. So yeah, I'd recommend them. Vice City, never played it all the way through actually. Grid Autosports, I recommend it. I recommend this racing game. Grim Fandango Remastered. Never got to play. Yeah, never played it yet. Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship. Also got it for free. Haven't played it yet. Halo Spartan Assault. Yeah, good little time waster. Half-Life Deathmatch Source. Wow. Hell yeah. Never played it. Hitman reboot, man. I've played the first Hitman game was Hitman 2. Loved it. Hitman Contracts, loved it. Hitman Blood Money, loved it. Absolution, loved it. Istanbul Dayim says, bro, if you play Dark Souls, I'll be so hyped. Really? I don't know, man. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, you see, yeah, annoys me in the submission. Calm down, man. Patience. I'll see what I can do later, a little later. Yeah, Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, I would still recommend it. Yeah, no. I thought Absolution was not great, I guess, but good. All it really needed, I felt, was Jasper Kidd's score. They really need to get Jasper Kidd back on that composition, man. Man's a genius, and it really could have, propelled that game into, something else, but they didn't though. But for what it was fine. I played it. I enjoyed it. Hell, I was even going through the motions of figuring out how to finish all the levels perfectly on the Purity playthrough. Never did though. I finished a few, but yeah, eventually I just kind of stopped. Jade Empire. Yeah. I played this a couple years ago. Never quite finished it though. Only ever got to the big, the big like yeah. Jazz Punk. I haven't played it though, but it's a trippy ass looking game. Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio Future. Never played them, got them for free. Last Day of June, I still need to play it. It's based off a song of my favorite musical artist of all time, Steven Wilson. Made off the video based on the song. The song is called Drive Home. Great song, amazing solo by Guthrie Govan, guitarist virtuoso, yeah. And then they made this game. Oh, they're back. Last Day of June, see the player. Layers of Fear. I don't even remember getting this. Life is Strange. Haven't played it. Mark of the Ninja, Naga Ninja Remastered, haven't played it yet. Man of War, haven't played it. Metro 2033, haven't played it. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. It was just one of those franchises that, like, when it was hot, it just kind of flew over me. I never got to watch them until recently I saw the first movie. And I know this isn't entirely accurate to say, but it felt like I was watching Baldur's Gate, the movie. But yeah, so I'll finish watching Two Towers and The Return of the King, and then I figure I'll play it. Because I really do want to play it. And Shadow of War. Mirror's Edge, haven't played it. Maybe you could play the games, but the games that you like from doing this in future streams, yeah, maybe. You never know. Hopefully people show up, because I think most people show up for KoTOR. Murderous Pursuits, haven't played it. Papers, Please, still haven't played it. Very good things. Payday 2, would recommend. Portal 2, recommend. Psychonauts, would recommend, even though I haven't played it, but from what I play, it's great. Quick Champions, I think that died. Renegade Ops, haven't played it. Rise of Nations, recommend. Saints Row, haven't played it. There's just a collection of old Yeah, Sega arcade games. So I don't know. Civilization 5, recommend. Beyond Earth. If you can get it, get it on deal, like I did, on the cheap, yeah, recommend it. Sins of a Solar Empire, I would highly recommend. Spellforce 2 and Spellforce 1. Haven't played Spellforce 2, but Spellforce 1 was really hard for me to get into. The Stanley Parable would recommend. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, haven't played. Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, haven't played it. Of course, I recommend Star Wars, KoTOR 1 and 2. Starpoint Gemini 2. Haven't played it. The Talos Principle, that is something I want to play, but haven't played it. Tempo, the Badass Elephant, got it for free, haven't played it. This War of Mine, still haven't played it, but from what I understand, depresses you. Tom Clancy's End War. I had this idea of playing it on the stream, trying to use only my voice, because that was the big draw of the game, where you can use a microphone to order your troops around. But I tried it offline. I'm like, I have to use the mouse. This is ridiculous. But I don't know. I'll try it maybe. Total War Medieval 2 would recommend. Rome 2 would recommend. Shogun 2 would highly recommend. I think it's my favorite Total War game from the ones I've played. Shogun 2, yeah. Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, got it for free. Don't know what to do. Undertale, haven't played it. Viking Battle for Asgard, haven't played. The Walking Dead, again, if interactive storytelling is your thing, I'd recommend it. It's very good writing. The Walking Dead Season 2, haven't played it. The Warhammer 40k games, would recommend them. The Witcher 3, of course, I would recommend. Wolfenstein, haven't played it, but I'm about to install it. But I have to uninstall XCOM 2 to do that, because I'm out of space, and yeah, I guess I'm done with XCOM 2. So, but still, I would highly recommend XCOM 2 still. World in Conflict, haven't played it really. Haven't played actually any. And XCOM UFO Defense, haven't played as the original XCOM. And this is, yeah, another set of collection, but alright, that was Steam. Oof. Nah, sometimes I just throws. I've just been talking non-stop. GOG. Oof, GOG games. Planescape Torment. That is something I have to play. Along with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura. I like pronouncing that name, I like it a lot. Abduction, I haven't played it. Lord of the Tempest, I haven't played it. The Strain Deluxe, I haven't played it. A lot of games here I got for free. Alright, Haley, I'll see you later. Gotta empty the dishwasher. I mean, did he leave? Soma, I haven't played it. Full Throttle, I haven't played it. Stargunner, Biomatis, I haven't played it. The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings, yes. Like I said, in the first one we played, all the Witcher games I would recommend. Xenonauts and Unreal Gold, haven't played them. Battletech, I would recommend if you're into real-time tactics and strategy. Dungeons 2, The King of Fighters 2002, Carmageddon, Darwinia, and Divinity 2 Developers Cut, I haven't played yet. Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition, I was like, I want to play this first before I play Divinity 2. I got started on it, but then I got distracted making, doing something, playing KoTOR or something, making KoTOR 2 videos. I ended up not going back to it. I should. But from the little that I've played, I would recommend it. If you're in that kind of thing. Limbo, haven't played it. I remember Limbo was on sale, and a friend of mine said that she wanted to play it. So I bought it for her. And for some reason she said that made her very emotional. Oh well. Well, yeah. She's a good girl. Oxenfree, haven't played it. Grim Fandango, I have it here too. Well, and Siberia, still haven't played it. Oddworld, Dave's Odyssey, haven't played it. The Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Haven't played it. Want to though. 2 and Defiance. People tell me the story is people tell me the story is fantastic. I've only ever played Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2 multiple times too, back in the day. And people often say that that's the black sheep of the franchise. The story is like completely disconnected. It's got nothing to do with anything else. But still, I liked it. You know, gameplay wise, at least, I guess. Deadlight Director's Cut, haven't played it. Jotun, Valhalla Edition, haven't played it. Shadow Warrior, Classic, Fantasy General, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, haven't played it. Rebel Galaxy, haven't played it. Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, haven't played it. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, I've only played the opening of it, so you already know. Shadowrun Returns, would recommend. Shadowrun Dragonfall, would recommend even more. I think, and Shadowrun Hong Kong would also recommend. Shadowrun Dragonfall being my favorite of the 3. Hey, Brezzy the Gamer, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Elder Scrolls Arena. Wow. I haven't played it. Or Daggerfall. Fallout 1 and 2 would recommend. Fallout Tactics, I couldn't get to work. Fallout 3 I already talked about. Fallout New Vegas would recommend, absolutely. Dragon Age Origins would recommend. Star Wars Starfighters. I mean, there's no deep lore going on in that game, but I remember playing it a lot back in the day when it was on PlayStation 2, because I mean, shit, I had to play something, and you know, getting new games was far and few between back then. Republic Commando would absolutely recommend. Saints Row 2, haven't played. Cultures, man. The Cultures franchise is 2, Northland, and this one, 8th Wonder of the World. I don't know if I recommend them in this day and age, but yeah, I probably wouldn't. I don't think people will really get into them. Escalon Book 1, haven't played it. Neverwinter Nights Diamond, tried playing it, I really couldn't get into it. I think I'm just gonna jump ahead to Neverwinter Nights 2 because that was made by Obsidian. Neverwinter Nights 1 is just, it's a slog, man. It's like, damn, get fucking over with. Like, the dialogue is so uninspired. People have nothing to say. It's just a regular, you know, like, you are the hero, blah blah blah, and you have to save the universe. So nonsense, man. Yeah. Hitman 3 contracts we recommend. Yeah. Haven't played Gabriel Knights. Haven't played Spelunky. Unreal Tournament 2004. Played the shit out of that back in the day. Fuck it. Recommend. Go ahead and play it. Planescape Torment. Recommend, I guess. Haven't played it yet. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, I played the fuck out of that back in the day. If you're into that kind of thing, sure, I recommend it. FTL, I haven't played it. Advanced Edition. I don't know. I mean, if I start adding people from, from the channel on Steam, that can get kind of dicey because the more subscribers I get, then the more people are gonna wanna, and then I'm just gonna end up swamped with people, I guess, messaging me and such, and never be able to get any work done. So I don't know. I'll think about it, Brezzy the Gamer. I think someone already discovered me, and I'm still mulling that over in my head as to what to do. Ow, damn it. Almost open. Man, yeah. Hotline Miami, haven't played this. System Shock 2. Haven't played it, man. Redneck Rampage. Now that I will recommend. They played that back in the day on MS-DOS, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not aware, Microsoft wasn't always, using Windows and such. Back in the day, it was just MS-DOS. Typing in C drive, go here. I mean, it was a whole thing, but yeah. Redneck Rampage. cousin of mine's house. Battle Realms. It's a pretty fun game. Yeah, Battle Realms. Haven't played it. Empire Earth Gold. I would recommend it if I could get the damn thing to work. But I can't get it to work on Windows 10. Fresh out of ideas. Giant Citizens Kabuto would recommend. Roller Coaster Tycoon I recommend. Warlords Battlecry 3. I would recommend it if you can get it to work properly. Beneath the Steel Sky. Haven't played it. Tyrion 2000 haven't played it. Dragon Sphere. Ultima 4. Treasure Adventure Game, Worlds of Ultima, and Warsaw. Haven't played them. That's it. That's all the games I have at my disposal, ladies and gentlemen. As per the English Phoenix's request, those are the games I recommend. And yeah, that's it. Yes, and DD. So, Hotline Miami, I highly recommend that, although it is very hard. Alright. Hey, you're welcome, English patient. English Phoenix. I'm calling you the English patient. God. That movie. But yeah, you're welcome, man. Time 11:30. Oh man. Okay, I better get this water boiling. But anyway, yeah. Oh, damn, I can't play this. I think Nintendo's going to come down on me. But yeah, here's a song from a game I recommend. Warlords Battlecry 3 is it's a pretty obscure game though. I remember going to Miami and looking for that game. Going from store to store trying to find it, and I finally found it at this one place. Yeah, man. The box is probably still back home. But yeah. Like I said, Brad, the game, I'm still mulling over my head what I should do about adding people on Steam, because that could turn into a quagmire real quickly. I'll think about it, man. I'll let you know. But, you're not ill. Oh, that's good. But anyway, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll be back streaming tomorrow. And, or KoTOR, I guess. You know, I'll still be watching, eSports on the side, though, as per the weekend. Yeah, it's my choice. Of course it is. That's how I'm thinking about it. So yeah, until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow too. But yeah, until then, peace.